We are here on the deck of the Unreliable. We are at Byzantium, which is the big, fancy, capital of the colony type city. And we've got some things that we can do, right? Our main plot here, the City in Stars, that wants us to go back to Phineas because now we have the dimethyl sulfoxide, that important chemical which is going to allow him to revive the colonists of the Hope. We can take that to Phineas and continue with the main plot. We can also turn around and betray Phineas and just tell Sophia Conde, hey, we have some work for him. We know where Phineas is. We're going to do some work for her, and then she'll let us tell her where Phineas is. We could do that. We can go talk to Hortense, the lady who told us to investigate retirement, which turns out to be a horrible backwards scam. We can go back to Lilia Hagen on Groundbreaker. We've got a couple of companion quests that we can do. But I've been talking about the game with Parlorghost and just trying to get a sense of where I am in the main story and how far along we are. And she mentioned to me that now that the main plot has taken us to Byzantium and we've got the dimethyl sulfoxide, now is a wonderful time for us to do the DLC. Back to back, there are 2 pieces of main story DLC in the Outer Worlds. They're not post-game, they're not absent the content, they're meant to be done in the middle of the story, and let's do them now. So we're going to do, starting today, the Peril on Gorgon DLC. The Halcyon Parcel Service delivered a package for Alex Hawthorne. It's just kind of been sitting on the deck for a while. Why don't we,
Dead center. Next round's on you.
Shh, the captain's coming. Put your gun away. Act casual.
Oh, yes. This'll about do. That's a mighty clean weapon. Yep. Ain't no call for a closer inspection by anybody.
You two are not subtle, you know that, right? Okay. It appears to be... Is that a severed... That's a severed hand. Oh, that's not good.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me.
Oh, no.
Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching.
Uh-huh.
There's a whole research compound left to the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me.
Oh, no.
Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you.
Thanks, Lucky.
Consider us even, old pal.
Oh.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
You would think.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama.
Of course you love
The only
it.
thing we're missing is a couple of cameras and a soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
At least this won't be boring.
Okay, I like how, right off the bat, first of all, the cinematic intro to this is fantastic. Second of all, I like how the game establishes immediately, in case the player had any concerns about, the budget here or, what kind of story this is going to be. No, don't worry. We got all of the crew's voice actors. We brought them back for this DLC. Everybody's here. This is not some solo mission. This is a whole team effort. I like that a lot. All right. It was nice of this fella to share the tip and the hand.
Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster.
Okay.
It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are we going to talk about the 7-Up on the table? No, this 7-Up's on tables. We've dealt with worse things than severed arms. Let's be honest. Who was this guy?
He was an old friend of Alex Hawthorne's.
Uh-huh.
Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
Right.
Oh, really? I thought he lost his arm gambling.
Uh-huh.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system.
4th. Only the 4th? Me and my 2 closest friends are 1, 2, and 3, right?
There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
It's almost like his name was Lucky or something. Also, Ada, are you saying that Mr. Montoya was in the top 1%? So you're talking about luck, right, computer lady?
Luck does not exist, Captain. Nevertheless, I am programmed to agree with your assessment. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
Also, yes, the music fucking owns. The music is amazing. I love this music.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
Sure. Let's pretend that's true. Also, we're going to this lady's asteroid. All right, who wants to meet Wilhelmina Ambrose? Let's put on our very best face, by which I mean, kind of want to bring Parvati and Sam. That's probably the funniest one. Who do we like the most? Probably Parvati and Vicar Max? Yeah, let's bring Parvati and Vicar Max. That'll be fun.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Don't worry, little fella. We're mostly law-abiding folk.
Wait, we are? Who told you that, P?
Oh no, we should check to see he's all right.
Did he fall?
I've never seen a more effective argument against blindly following a preordained plan.
Did the robot butler fall? Oh my god, the robot butler fell! I turned around to talk to Parvati and the robot butler fell! Oh no! Oh, drinks!
Weary. Are you upside down?
Oh boy. Alright, well, I'm glad I brought Parvati for this. Hi, Drinks. Drinks, are you? Drinks, can we get you up? Parvati, can you? Oh. Well, hey, look. This obvious distraction is here to draw the player's eye toward this door over here.
This unit cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
That's a problem. Alright, what is this? This is a door. Okay. What is behind this door? Alright, we got some bits. We have a key card for the kitchen. And a thing to look at. Daily routine for the groundskeeper. Sweep the garden, oil the fish, gross, repeat. You're not allowed inside the manor, no groundskeep. Oh boy. Oh boy. The house looks nice, at least.
Those big empty windows. Feels like the building's watching me. Oh, Law, I'm getting goosebumps.
People will go to extraordinary lengths to define themselves, won't they? This is just a facade to hide behind.
That's true. Okay, so this is why they had to oil the fish. Because the fish are on it. Okay. That's not freaky at all. Alright. Off we go. Oh, Wilhelmina.
It's so empty.
Oh, this is neat.
Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
Well, yeah,
This place has the distinct feeling of a crypt.
Okay, fair. Definitely fair. We got... Is that snow? No, that's just a tarp. Okay. Okay, you're a janitor. Have you met my friend Sam? Anyway. Why is this door over here locked? 150 lockpick or the master bedroom key card. Well, I don't have either of those. What's in here, I wonder? Oh, so this is a kid's room. Because you've got a twin-size bed and a little rocking horse type thing. Okay. Dearest mother and father, I have paced the halls of this gilded cage long enough. Since you won't permit me to help the family business, I'm leaving to start a business of my own. Am I too young for such ambitions? Perhaps. But that is the risk you take when you fashion a daughter in your image. Wait a second. Is this just Miranda Lawson? Are we just doing the Miranda Lawson plotline? Okay. Byzantium will welcome me with open arms. Won't that be a new sensation? If I ever return, it'll be to claim my rightful spot at the head of the family. Signed, Minnie. Okay. I was just in Byzantium, and I don't recall running into a mini Ambrose, but, you know, maybe there was and I forgot? Alternately, maybe there was a, instead of a mini Ambrose, there was a medium-sized Rollins?
Apparently not. Oh, join me for a drink, Mr. Whoever you are.
Hi there.
So who the devil are you?
Alex Hawthorne, Dashing Space Captain, Smuggler, and Free Spirit. Okay, so this person would have hired Lucky Montoya. Lucky Montoya pointed us in this direction, so there's a decent chance that she knows who Alex Hawthorne is, and knows that I'm, not Alex Hawthorne. But, yeah, fuck it. My name is Alex Hawthorne, because that's what my computer told me to tell people my name is.
You certainly paint a picture, and I'm certainly intrigued. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass to Gorgon.
Okay. Also, is Minnie for Wilhelmina? Because that's what I'm thinking here. Also, all right, fine. To Gorgon, but we'll do it all sad-like, because you sound sad.
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star.
Keyless ally.
I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie.
Okay.
Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
Well, I must say, the company is very pleasant. That having been said, somebody sent me an arm in the mail?
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
Well, the arm came with a portable phonograph. Lucky Montoya's arm is stinking up my ship. No, does the name Lucky Montoya mean anything to you?
Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
Sounds like Felix's
The
kind of
more lost
guy.
we feel, the more we put on a show for others.
But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
That's, you're catching my drift here. What is his arm doing in my ship? Yeah, I'm sorry your bud died.
Thank you. But the people in my orbit come and go all the time. Occupational hazard.
Mm-hmm.
What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
Okay. So if I had high enough intelligence, I could say you need someone to finish what Lucky started. But, yeah, what were you doing?
Settling an old score.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and
You don't
I think
say.
you're well suited to the job.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
I don't believe you thought this through. Or much else, for that matter.
Maximilian!
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type.
That's me.
Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
That's her. Yeah, Jack Necktie is not the sort of person who will just let this slip by. Oh, wait a second. hold on. Let's return to one of the more operative words in that sentence. Gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Interesting.
I like my employees well-groomed. Appearances are everything in high society.
Well then, am I gonna get killed doing this?
The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice?
You've got 2 arms!
Gorgon is a treacherous place, and my own family's involvement with it has been fraught.
People have 2 arms.
Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator.
All right.
My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility.
Mm-hmm.
She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
I follow. Yeah, Spacer's Choice is a fuck. They would never allow anything bad to happen on their watch. I am a loyal company man.
One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon.
Tracks?
Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind.
This all
There was
tracks.
chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home.
Oh dear.
I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
That sounds like a
Must have been
problem.
real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud.
Oh no.
Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Well, someone called the Ambrose. That's terrible, Cat. That's terrible. Wish I had thought of it first. That's terrible. What exactly did they say about your poor dead mom there?
Everything you can imagine and more. Dereliction of duty, circulating anti-corporate memos, taking longer than average coffee breaks. The list goes on.
Oh.
Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
I see. What was Lucky looking for?
The truth. Mother is gone, Gorgon is silent, and I deserve answers.
Okay. What kind of answers, though?
That will depend on what we learn. The scope of this cover-up is enormous. Whatever Spacer's Choice is hiding could bring ruin down on their heads. Or it could just be another dead end. We won't know till we look, will we?
You're very creative with your usage of the word "we" in that sentence, Minnie. Because something tells me that you are going to be staying here, sipping your whiskey, and, entertaining your robot butlers, while I will be investigating. Does that sound about right? Anyway, what do you think happened?
I don't know. And Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand.
That's true.
Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, there's got to be someone who knows.
No doubt someone is out there who could talk. Someone involved in Mother's research. Someone paid for their discretion. Then again, why pay for silence when you can buy it for the low, low cost of a bullet? That's the Spacer's Choice way.
Well, it's not the best choice,
The
but...
asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed.
Ooh. Cursed, you say? I'm a fan of cursed. All right. Tell me about your dead mom.
I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one, naive and irresponsible as I was.
What did she want? A fully grown lab assistant? Yeah, let's just dunk on her. Dunk on the dead lady.
I don't know what would have made Mother happy. After a while, I stopped trying to find out. We got close once. When I was a child, I enjoyed looking over Mother's shoulder, playing backseat chemist while she peered into a microscope. One day, she told me to leave before I broke something. Then, I got mad and broke something. Typical night in the Ambrose house.
Sounds about right.
Oh, that hurts my heart to hear, ma'am. My dad was real dedicated to his work, too, but he always let me help. Made me feel, I don't know, special. Like I had something to offer. I wish you could have had that with your mother.
Mother and Gorgon were made for each other. I had the misfortune to be stuck in the middle. I need your help, Captain. Project Gorgon killed Mother and disgraced the Ambrose name, and no one has been held accountable. Spacer's Choice buried the past like a dirty secret.
Can we take a quick tangent here? Parvati is the sweetest and nicest and kindest video game character I have ever seen. Like, seriously. How many times has Parvati's dialogue in a conversation with an NPC not been analyzing the situation or sneaking in one of her catchphrases or just, saying, something doesn't smell right here, Captain? No, whenever Parvati has dialogue in an interaction with an NPC, she is always empathizing with the character we're talking to and talking about their feelings and reassuring them, and that's something you just don't see in video game characters. That's something you don't see in companions. She's such a good person in game. I know she's a video game character, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we're on the up and up here. Do you want justice, or do you want revenge, or do you just want, both of those things?
Neither. It's vindication I want.
That's both of those
Whatever
things.
happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth kicking and screaming into the light.
That's both of those things.
Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice.
Okay, that's just both of those
All the
things.
evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Fantastic. Okay, but point of order, Minnie. Vindication is just vengeful justice, okay? It's just angry justice. That's all it is. I have some questions. I'll find the journal, my kind of job. Yeah, let's find out more information here.
I'm not surprised. Between the family drama and the corporate conspiracy, it must feel like you've stepped on a landmine.
Those are louder.
Speak freely, Captain.
Those are louder and they hurt more, actually. What good is her journal? Why did you wait? How did this get... All right, yeah, how did this get, my good friend Lucky killed?
You know as much as I do, I'm afraid. Spacer's Choice abandoned Gorgon, but the asteroid is far from unoccupied. Between the marauders, the wildlife, and whatever escaped the labs, danger abounds.
No, great. I hate marauders. I don't hate marauders. They're stupid and they die easily. What kind of wildlife, though?
Your guess is as good as mine. I know that Spacer's Choice bred canids, especially for Gorgon. They were supposed to act as living cattle prods. By now, they've probably gone feral.
Okay.
Just watch yourself. If you aren't careful, you stand to lose more than an arm.
Why did you wait so long?
I didn't want to go anywhere near Gorgon. Once I exhausted all my options, the search led me back here. I even had Mother declared legally dead. Would you believe it took 5 years to process the paperwork?
Yes. Absolutely. Also, yeah, they never found the body. Listen, the intelligence check here, Jack Necktie might not have the intelligence. I have the fucking intelligence. They never found the body. Mother's alive somewhere. Come on. Mother's alive somewhere. But, yeah, okay, so does her being dead, is that, helpful to you?
It isn't as bad as you make it sound, but technically, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mother's body is still on Gorgon. No body means no death certificate, which means no inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
I killed Mother, just on paper, of course.
Of course.
So I could claim my inheritance. We wouldn't be standing here if I didn't have access to the family fortune. I once assumed the mansion and the money would be enough to redeem the Ambrose name. But even in Byzantium, prestige must be earned. And it can so easily be lost.
Definitely should have brought Ellie for this. Definitely should have brought Ellie for this. Ellie would be so pissed. She's like, wait, you can just do that? Ellie would be so pissed about this. But wait a second. So you just want to break into high society on account of your note I saw in your bedroom there?
Break back into high society, yes.
Mm-hmm. Wait a second. I thought you were vindicating your mother.
I'm trying to do several things at once. None of them easy.
Mm-hmm.
The smear campaign against Mother was the work of cowards. I'm vindicating the family name for her, for the colony, and for my future.
You keep telling yourself that. I'm sorry, the colony?
At the very least, I can guarantee that we learn from our mistakes. A failure on the scale of Project Gorgon should never be allowed to happen. This colony is in trouble.
That's
The
true.
lunatics at Spacer's Choice are running the asylum, and we need better people to wield their influence. After Gorgon, I quickly discovered that the Ambrose name was cursed, for lack of a better term. I had no place among the decision makers. No seat at the table.
Mm-hmm.
That is why I'm clearing the record and vindicating the Ambrose line. For Mother, for me, and for the generations who will one day inherit Halcyon.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. All right. Is this gonna work?
I know it will.
How? All right, fine. Why do you need the journal?
I suspect it will prove that corporate greed and incompetence were to blame for the calamity at Gorgon, and not Mother. Mother was a brilliant woman. Difficult, cold, unreachable even, but brilliant.
How could one person's journal prove anything, particularly if it's the journal of a person assumed to be complicit in the crime, like responsible for the crime? Wouldn't it just be like culpable, not complicit? That's the word I was looking for. Wouldn't they just say, oh, this is just, she made this up, none of this actually happened, she's the horrible monster? Isn't that, am I being too obvious there? Anyway, does the company have it?
Spacer's Choice evacuated in a hurry, leaving a fortune's worth of equipment in their wake. Mother's journal would have escaped their notice.
I see.
This is my last hope of redeeming the Ambrose name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like my chances, but I have to try. And I need help. Your help.
Right.
I believe that covers
Okay.
it all. Are you ready to get started? We mustn't allow the trail to get cold.
I suppose you have a point. Let's place bets right now. Who is Wilhelmina Ambrose's mother? Acceptable answers. A corpse. Unlikely, but possible. The all-powerful ruler of Gorgon, who is in charge of everything and will be very angry to have been discovered to not be dead. Also possible. Or, and this is a bit of a curveball, but Adelaide McDevitt. Turns out that somehow Minnie's mom is just Adelaide McDevitt. She had amnesia, or changed her name, or is lying about everything. Minnie's mom is just Adelaide McDevitt. It's entirely possible. All right, fine. This sounds like my kind of job.
I admire your enthusiasm. This manor has echoed with my own we, and I can feel you breathing new life into the walls. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
Wonderful. What can we expect to face there?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
Mm-hmm. What exactly did you tell Lucky about the job?
I told him everything I've told you. Just the facts. Maybe a couple of harmless embellishments. Why?
Harmless embellishments, huh? This is gonna get me fucking killed.
It's sure to be 100% with that attitude.
This is gonna get me fucking
Still,
killed.
You're smart to ask. Lucky spent most of our time together spinning a pistol around his index finger. Not sure he listened to any of my advice. But you won't let me down, will you, Captain?
I'm sure. I'm sure. The admission price for Gorgon is your arm. All right, fine. We'll be okay.
That's the spirit. There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
I mean, I'm generally pro-mansion. However, there must be a catch.
The catch? No one's ever done this before, and the only person who tried is a corpse.
Okay, fair.
Believe me, that's enough.
That's a decent catch.
Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
All right. Yeah, I suppose I'm sorry about your mom.
Spacer's Choice should be the one apologizing, but thank you. Sincerely. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
Mysterious heiress, unexpected gainful employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
Don't worry about us. We're well versed in helping ourselves to anything that's not nailed down.
That's true. That's very true, Max. You have a strong point. You know how we operate on this ship. This is how the Unreliable works. We steal fucking everything. Yes. Oh God. All right. Off we go, I suppose. Off to the wild, spacey purple yonder. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. Oh, this is going to go just great. Also, point of order. Anyone who says trust no one is going to turn on you. She's going to betray me. There's like a 1,000% chance that that lady's going to betray me.